And so if you didn't watch the game, based on the NBA ratings, many of you are not watching these games. You might have missed it. But Steph Curry vaporizing the Lakers with the money ball and big down the stretch. The Laker killer, Steph Curry, 37 points as Golden State overpowered the Lakers for most of this game, kept the Lakers at arm's length, 123 to 116 the final. The better story, though, is in the losing locker room. And so that is where we're going to focus. So let's discuss the question. This was supposed to be a preview of a potential playoff matchup. In fact, right now, if the NBA season ended now, they'd be about 6 or 7 games, something like that, short of the sweet spot, the full 82-game schedule. So they'd lose some money, but this would be the playoff matchup. Golden State and the historians would be getting together there. So the question, where does this performance leave LeBron and the Lakers? So I've got prophecies, 1990s rock, and cowabunga, dude. And we will combine all of these things together, and we are going to get down to the nitty-gritty is what we're going to do, right down to the nitty-gritty. So my first thought is it leaves the Lakers licking their wounds, obviously, right? And there's a lot of people in denial. I've been pointing this out as a distant relative of Nostradamus and Frederick Nostradamus for some time, that the sky is falling. The sky is falling. This is a phony team, and many of you have pushed back. You know who you are. You've reached out to me with long manifestos about how I'm biased and I don't know what I'm talking about and all this stuff. Well, okay. Well, there was an opportunity there on Thursday night, Lakers and Warriors, and I would say if you're the Lakers, you're starting to bite your fingernails a little bit, get that little sweat going on your brow. Why? Because Stephen Curry and friends put on a masterclass in this particular game. The Warriors led for the final 3 quarters, which, if my math is correct, means the Lakers trailed for the final 75% of the game. And they had an early 5-point lead, and that was it. And when you take a couple of steps back and you look across the landscape and you observe everything from right to left across the landscape, it turns out that this is a case of prophecies fulfilled. When the Lakers were given the gift, it wasn't a trade. A trade is where you give up something. A trade is where you shop something to the highest bidder. It was a gift by Nico Harrison, who's clearly got a death wish. It was a kamikaze mission for his career in Dallas. He will be let go here, most likely at the end of the season. But that's a different conversation. So they made the gift. They picked up the gift from Dallas, and the criticism was, okay, so they're not going to stop anybody. And right now, in this moment, we do the show today. In this moment, the Laker defense is biblically bad. And Hookah Luka looks like he's running on fumes at this point, running out of gas. Luka Doncic, you know how many points he scored in the fourth quarter of a key regular season game down the stretch at home against a division opponent? 2 more points than you and I scored. 2 points, that's it for Luka in the fourth quarter. He was gassed, and he only played like around 8 minutes or something like that, and I guess he needs to get on the elliptical machine. And then you've got the another player that's a buddy of his, Dorian Finney-Smith, who also is El Stinko. He, for some reason, played 30 minutes. He's terrible. And then you have the Komodo Dragon in the room. The Komodo Dragon room is the purple and gold defense. Whee! What stinks? Pepe Le Pew. Like there was a skunk performance as they turned Brandon Pajemski into Klay Thompson reincarnated for the Warriors. He was a splash brother. I mean, you talk about that. 28 points, 8 of 10 for Pajemski on money balls, pods, and the Warriors as a team with no resistance, none, hit 45% of their three balls. They were so dominant that how dominant were they? Jimmy Butler, the big pickup from Miami, who was disgruntled in Miami, and now he's like the happiest guy in the world. Jimmy Butler was a spectator. He was a spectator for the most part, with a pedestrian 11 points. Just not a factor, and that is a bad omen. It's a bad sign going forward for the Lakers. They're doomed. The house is on fire. It's a 3-alarm fire. It is. It's not a good situation. Here's LeBron James, and he was asked. You'll hear the question and the answer. Here's LeBron commenting on the matchup against the newly retooled team from Northern California. Take a listen.
Knowing, assuming that you've watched what the Warriors have looked like with Jimmy Butler since the trade, but having seen it now for the first time played against it, what did you sort of make of what they put together over there, knowing that that's a team you could see in 2 weeks pretty easily?
I've been a part of them making big acquisitions to change their dynamic of their team before. And had to go against them when they added Kevin Durant. So, Jimmy Butler is great, and he adds a toughness to him. He adds a championship DNA type of guy. But it's always the same. They always figure it out. They always add somebody that makes it dynamic.
Boy, he sounded depressed. Hey, LeBron, you were given Luka. Like, I wouldn't get upset about the Warriors picking up Jimmy Buckets. You were given Luka, LeBron. What are you whining about? My God. Oh, they got Durant. I remember when they got Durant. Oh, my God. Oh, it's so sad. Oh, man. Oh, yeah.